Motherfucking Black men in the building.
I wasn't even thinking about me being on the show. I wanted to do something for them.
Like if I went to the mall and stuff, they'd be like,
The thing was, I didn't even know that anybody ever thought I was ugly.
I'll get it tomorrow.
Okay.
you really wouldn't be able to.
Covering any more subjects related.
So that's why you got the raw reaction. This is pathetic. It's pathetic.
Welcome back to the Sweet Pea Diaries. It's your girl Sweet Pea and I'm back with another video. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back to my channel. And if you are a new subscriber, welcome to the Sweet Pea Diaries. Be sure to like this video, share this video, but most importantly, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Alright, so I know you guys are like, Sweet Pea, really? Girl, if you can't get this settled, we out. I'm sorry, but you guys know I'm a perfectionist and this system is a lot going on. And if it is not perfectly, if the audio isn't connected right, if the internet is not working right, nothing will work right. So we have to make sure it's perfect. In order for me to give you a great show, I got to be not congested. We had that. I had to fix that. Everything. So I had a long day. I got a puppy today. We got a golden retriever. He's 11 weeks old. We went all the way up into East Giblip to get the puppy. So I'm up because, I slept earlier, so I'm up. It's 2:30, going on 3 a.m., and I just really feel like doing a live. So I'm just going to keep at it until we get this done. But yeah, I got a few topics that really are weighing on my heart, and I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about Costco girl situation again. Has social media gone too far? Are we really going to say that people owe us explanations? I'm looking at, the videos that I did previously about the Costco girl situation, and I'm looking at comments that people are saying like the family could have waited. They didn't have to rush off. They could have waited and explained themselves to the public so that people would know everything was okay. Really? These people didn't owe us any explanation. We intruded on their life. Angelica Mendez intruded on their life. Why did they owe anyone anything? They don't owe anyone anything. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about social media and has things just really gone too far? All in the name of going viral. All in the name of everyone looking and intruding into people's lives. I feel like things have just gotten too out of hand with social media. We're going to talk about Chloe Bailey. Is she serving too much Beyonce in her new Have Mercy video? They say it's serving Medusa and all of these things, but I feel like people don't even know who Medusa is, for one thing, and is it really serving Medusa or is it serving Beyonce? We're going to talk about Wendy Williams. She's going into her 13th season, and it seems as though her promo run that she was supposed to be going on next week, she's not fit and able to do it. She has some type of health issues going on, and her team issued a public statement on behalf of Wendy saying that she's getting further evaluated, and they're looking into, I guess, what is going on with Wendy. So we want to know, we the people, what do we think is going on with Wendy? Do we think she got COVID? Do she got the 19? What is going on with Wendy? But in my opinion, Wendy has been down for quite some time now. She has not been the same Wendy Williams since she fell out. Since she fell out on that stage, honey. I don't know. Is she back on the, the white donuts, or is she really just getting old? What is it? So we're going to talk about Wendy, And we're going to talk about Miss Nicki Minaj. Seems as though she pulled out on her VMA performance a day before she was supposed to perform. She pulled out on her performance. They say you're going to have to settle for Normani. But yeah, she pulled out on the VMA performance. Some are speculating that it has to do with her husband and his legal issues. We know that he has, he didn't register as an SO and is being, is going to be sentenced for that in January of 2022. So some are speculating that Nicki Minaj has pulled out of her VMA performance because of that. She did tweet, that she'll be joining next year, but she'll explain at a later time what's going on. I mean, it's obvious why she pulled out of her performance. So yeah, we're going to get into some things. So my first, I'm going to talk about social media. Has social media gone too far? Now, this situation with the Costco girl, this is, if you've been under a rock and you don't know what that is, what Costco girl is, go on my page and check out, I think I have about 3 videos about it. Now, there was a family in Costco, in the Costco store, and they were, I believe this was in Arizona, I believe, and they were shopping in Costco. They sat down with their family to eat, and it was a white family, and they had a black girl that they adopted, a young black girl. She looked to be, an early teen, a preteen, and she was sitting down at the table with her family, but she was not eating. She looked sad. She looked like she was upset. So there is a Hispanic woman by the name of Angelica Mendez that starts recording the family and recording the little girl, stating that the family is racist and that they are probably treating the little girl like a slave when they're home. And it was just led off into a firestorm. A lot of speculations on the internet. A lot of bloggers, a lot of YouTubers were covering it, so much so that they started stalking the family. And this man, the father, he could be seen in the video, walking the little girl away from the scene. And everyone kind of felt like, why did they walk away from the scene? Why did they flee the scene? Why did they jump in their cars and flee the scene? Why didn't they stay on the scene and explain themselves to Angelica's camera? Why didn't they wait for the police to come and explain themselves to the police so that all of us would not be in a frenzy and all of us would know that, oh, okay, the little girl is safe because the family explained themselves to us? First of all, let me explain this. It has now been proven, it has now been revealed that all of this was a hoax. It was a lie. The little girl is not in danger. She never was in danger. This was just an elaborate hoax to go viral, to get money, to garner sympathy from the public on behalf of Angelica Mendez. She's been proven to be a racist. She's been proven that she doesn't even herself like black people. So this has all been proven to be a hoax. But a lot of people are still saying, well, why didn't the family explain themselves? Why didn't the family wait for the police to get on scene and explain themselves to the public? Well, first of all, let's reenact this situation. The family is in Costco. They're shopping. They're sitting down with their other children. They are minding their business. And out of nowhere, a maniac of a woman comes out of nowhere, thrusting her phone in their face, recording them, accusing them of mistreating their child. They don't know this woman. This woman comes out of nowhere. They have other children with them. She is putting everyone on camera. This came out of nowhere. Oh, so they were supposed to gather their things and say, ma'am, let us explain. We're going to explain ourselves to you. We don't abuse our child. We don't abuse this black girl. She is a black girl that we adopted, and she has been in our family since she was a baby. We love her. We take care of her. No, nothing is going on. This family didn't owe that girl no explanation, nor did they owe us any explanation. We intruded on their lives. They were thrust into the public eye without being asked to be in that position. No one asked for that. They didn't ask for that. So why should they owe us anything? First of all, I'm putting myself in these people's shoes. If Angelica or anyone had came out of nowhere and I don't know these people and they're thrusting their camera in my face, filming my children, she better hope that I didn't go upside her head, number one. Number two, you have other children on camera that you are now recording and filming. I need to gather my kids and I need to get them out of this situation. So as a family, this family, all they could think of was, I need to gather my family. I need to gather our belongings. We need to get out of here. We need to get out of this situation. They didn't have any clue that this girl was going to go online and she was going to put all their information online. They were going to be stalked. Their information was going to be given out by Nosy Ho Live. They didn't know that all these channels and all these people were going to be covering their family. Then the narrative was, well, we need to know that we need to know that the girl is safe. We need to know that the black girl is safe because she's with a family that are white and they could be hurting her. She looks sad to me. She looks like something is wrong. Oh, I don't know. Something looks suspicious to me. Huh? Do you not understand that everyone does not live their life on social media? These people, they did not know that they were going to be getting into this day. They didn't know that later on in the day that their entire family information was going to be all out on blogs, was going to be plastered all over the internet. This was all for Angelica's gain. This was all for her to go viral, to gain money. So this family didn't owe us anything, and I still don't see them coming out giving any type of public statement. I don't even know if they ever gave a press release, if they ever gave a statement. And I don't blame them. They don't owe us any explanation. They are entitled to their privacy. They are entitled to be private about the situation. A lot of people were saying in my comments, oh, well, I think that something is really going on with this little girl. She looked sad. She looked like she was in stress. How does she look like she's in stress? Because she was upset earlier. They said that she wasn't feeling well. She had a stomach ache. She didn't eat because she was having a stomach ache. I know that if my kids are sick and if my kids aren't feeling well, I know if I'm not feeling well, I don't eat. So for people's narrative to be that this family owed us an explanation so that we didn't go overboard and that we didn't read into things. They don't owe us anything. First of all, this white family adopted a black girl. The girl she plays the cello. She's in a great neighborhood. She's with a prominent family. She's getting a good quality of life. Other people out there were speculating that maybe she's being abused. We don't know what's going on behind closed doors. There's organizations that are dedicated to remove these kids that are in these situations. Well, that is what you really are supposed to do when you suspect that something could be going on with the child. You gather your thoughts, you collect your thoughts, you survey the situation, and you give that information to an organization that can go and investigate, that can go and look into things. You don't throw the family's information all online. You don't put the person in more danger by exposing the situation. You put it in the hands of professionals, period. But at the end of the day, this wasn't even that situation. It has been proven that this was not that. But because social media has in a frenzy nowadays. It's like everyone wants to believe the worst. Everyone wants to believe conspiracy theories. They want to believe that there's always something extra at play. It can't just be, it is what it is. You have to read more into things. Well, if this was going on, then this. It's like, no, they said this is what's going on. Oh, well, we need to take her from there because we need to know where she is. Why? She's not your child. You don't even know this girl. Why do you need to know that sadly enough, social media is not going to calm down until she is removed from that home. Removed from that home and put where? In the arms of strangers, in the arms of people that she wouldn't have known. But because social media had to be satisfied, we needed to be sure that she was removed from the home. A bunch of unlogical, illogical, irrational people just all in a frenzy. No research, nothing to back up these accusations. Just believing the word of someone they did not know. Angelica Mendez. Why didn't the family stay and talk to the police? Because they don't owe anyone any explanation. It's their family. It's their child. They didn't owe anyone anything. They're not doing anything wrong. They're not abusing their child. The authorities have proven that. So why do they owe the public any explanation? They don't owe them anything. And if I was in that situation, I would have did the same thing. I'm not explaining myself to you. I don't know you. What I look like explaining myself and my family to you? So social media, we need to pull out of people's business. We need to learn how to mind our business. We're in the age of everyone wants to, have tea. They want to have videos that they can report on and go viral. Yeah, we could talk about celebrities. That's what they're there for. Let's just do our celebrity gossip. Let's stick to our celebrity gossip, our celebrity interviews. But when it comes to digging in people's private life, everyday people, trying to dox everyday people and get involved in everyday people's lives, we need to cut back on that. These are everyday people thrust into the public eye. You could be putting people in danger. I mean, there were really people that were thinking that this girl was not safe and that they felt like, tell me her address. I'm going to go and make sure I get her. I'm going to go and make sure that she is okay. I'm going to remove her from that situation. Yes, there were really people thinking like that. Excuse me. There were really people thinking like that. There were really people thinking, oh, tell me where she at. Tell me where she live. I will go get her and take her to safety. Can you imagine this girl walking home from school, this girl playing in her neighborhood, and somebody pull up to her, come on, baby, get in the car. I'm taking you to safety. And she's looking like, safety? Taking me where? I don't know you. You trying to kidnap me. Like, you guys make no sense. Worry about your own children. Worry about your own family. Half of you can't even worry about your own kids and your own family. But you out here trying to make sure somebody else's child that is in a prominent neighborhood, that's playing the cello, that has access to resources that she won't have if she gets snatched up by some family that she doesn't know, some people she don't know, and be taken off to an environment. Oh, you feel as though, oh, she's black, she need to be with black people. I mean, one thing that I would like white people, if you're going to adopt black kids, please keep their hair done. I mean, please take them to, hair salons that are able to do their hair, because that was, how she was looking, the way her hair was at that particular time. It was in its natural state. People were feeling like, oh, it was given, like a pickaninny type hair. It didn't look like she was kept. But again, white people, they dress different. They're okay with just, some little skippy shoes and what she was serving. You know, she had on like a little linen shirt and some little cut off jeans, and she had some little Vans sneakers on, and her hair was just, you know, in its natural state. But if you go on their social media, she's been in the family photos where her hair is straightened out and she looks very pretty and neat and orderly. So, I mean, that's their family. They have every right to have her hair in her natural state or have it straightened out. But that's the only thing that I would, recommend, that when you adopt ethnic children, you still allow them to be a part of their culture. You know, like you still allow them to be around other black kids, to know about what it is growing up being black. But if you're in a Mormon, neighborhood or Mormon around Mormon people, she's not going to look like your everyday black girl. She's not going to look like your daughter or my daughter. She's with a white Mormon family. So, yeah, all of this talk about, well, they should have stayed and talked to the media. Them people didn't owe us nothing. They owed us absolutely no explanation at all. Y'all need to mind the business that pays y'all. Y'all need to learn how to mind your own business. Worry about your own children. Period. Stop worrying about other people's children. Worry about your own. Shit, do your children know how to play the cello? Half of our kids, all they know how to play is PlayStation. So, this girl's getting opportunity. She's exposed to, good things in life. And I think she has a great future ahead of her. So, mind your business. Period. Now, on to the celebrity gossip. Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams. All right. So Wendy Williams, she came out, I guess her team, they posted on her social media, on her Instagram, that Wendy is dealing with some ongoing health issues and is undergoing further evaluations. She will not be able to complete her promotional activities next week, but can't wait to be back in her purple chair on Monday, September 20th for the 13th season premiere. So Wendy Williams is dealing with some health issues, and they're saying that I guess she had press runs that she was supposed to go through next week, but she's not able to do that because she's not well. Now, what do you guys think that she's suffering from? Do you think she's suffering from COVID-19? Do you think she's got the Lambda virus, the Lambda strain, or, the Delta strain? I mean, do you think she's got COVID? Or do you think that Wendy Williams is still dealing with substance abuse? Or do you think that Wendy is just done? Do you think that Wendy has just reached her peak and it's just done? She needs to, pack up and she just needs to retire. Which one? Do you think A, she's on some type of substance? B, she has COVID-19? Or C, she's just old and needs to retire? Me, I believe that Wendy just needs to give it up. I believe that she's just old and needs to retire. I believe that she has done all that she's going to be able to do with this Wendy Williams show. The Wendy Williams that, was the queen of gossip. The Wendy Williams that was on Hot 97 or whatever, I think it was Hot 97, that the radio show. The Wendy Williams that had everybody's tea back in the late 90s. That is not the Wendy Williams that sits before us when she jumps out there on that stage and jumps in that purple chair. That is not the Wendy Williams. Wendy has not been herself for a very long time. Wendy's been running out there on that set with them Spirit shoes. She been running out there with them Herman Munster shoes, honey. Them soles is about this thick. She been running out there and y'all been ignoring that. All I'm waiting to see is the damn knee highs, the socks rolled down, the knee highs child with money. And I'm like, Granny, all I'm waiting for is that. Wendy Williams she's reached her plateau. Wendy Williams is done. Wendy needs to pack it up. She needs to go on and let someone else take that time slot. I mean, Wendy gets her tea late anyway. Everyone has already reported on it. She's not breaking stories no more. She's not, putting out rumors that we've never heard. Wendy, someone else is doing that job, sister. You're getting your tea late. Your team is going on other blogs, going on TMZ. You're using TMZ shots. Wendy used to have the tea. Now Wendy is using her tea. She's getting it from TMZ and other bloggers. It's time for Wendy to hang it up. It's time for her to move on, move out the way, and let someone else fill that time slot. I mean, who you guys think can take over for Wendy? Who would you like to see in Wendy's place? Who do you think can, she can pass the torch to? I mean, really, like the way Wendy used to report, that style of journalism is gone. You don't really see that type of tea broken, those stories broken anymore. Wendy was breaking stories. Wendy was putting out gossip that would just, no one even heard of it. It would just boom, she would put it out. That doesn't even exist anymore. It's like tea is circulated. You don't even know the source of it anymore. It's like it's given to TMZ or the Shade Room, Hollywood Unlocked. It's given to blogs. And then everyone just passes it. It just starts getting this story. This blog has it. Then this blog has it. And it's like a domino effect. No one breaks stories anymore like Wendy Williams. She did it. She paved the way for people like me and younger bloggers like me. I'm young. I'm young at this game. I'm just jumping into doing videos and talking about celebrities. But that style of breaking the story and like putting people's shit out there, it's not being done like that anymore. Wendy Williams, she was the best to ever do it. You better put some respect on her name, but she'll be the last to do it. There won't be any more Wendy Williams to come behind her, because the way things are now, people, social media is stopping that bag. Social media is not going to allow another Wendy Williams. Social media is not going to make room for another Wendy Williams, because by the time you hear about something, it's right on social media 3 minutes later. It's everywhere. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, it's everywhere. So when Wendy came up, she was on the radio. She was before the days of internet. So when she had a story and she broke a story, when she got that tea, it was only for her ears only. It didn't have the potential of getting out because there were no other outlets. It was radio. She just, the internet had just started coming on the scene in the late 90s, early 2000s. So Wendy Williams was in that era of hardcore radio, hardcore when it was newspapers and tabloids and, magazines. And when you actually went and read an article, you went out to the newsstands and got an article. Social media has put a stop to that. So it's not going to really be no journalistic style tea. It's not going to be another Wendy Williams. There will never be another Wendy Williams. Not that style of journalism. Not that style of gossip. Because it is too many social media outlets. It'll just be recycled information and you'll just get what you get now. Everybody's commentary. You go to this person to hear their thoughts. You go to, my channel to hear what I think about it. You go to Fox Soul to see what all those people think about it. It's all the same story, just being recycled. Just different outlooks and different takes on it. So, Wendy needs to retire. She needs to go on and spend that millions and millions, spend the money that she made. She needs to just hang it up. If she is dealing with any health issues, she has the money. She can get the best care that money can provide. I feel like Wendy is one of those, she's like the old lady that doesn't want to retire, that thinks if she retires, what am I going to have to do? If I retire, I don't know what to do with myself. I might even decline even worse because now I don't have my show. I'm not going anywhere. I'm holed up in my, my mansion. I don't really have any friends. No one really deals with me or socializes with me. But Wendy, she's also, I believe she's probably like antisocial because she feels like people want to use her just for her fame and her money. So Wendy needs to go on and retire. She needs to go ahead and retire, and she needs to get a new life. She needs to, get a new hobby, get into, doing something that she loves, but it's not in the public eye. Because I wouldn't, as a Wendy Williams and the illustrious career that she's had, I wouldn't want to go out like that. I wouldn't want to. Right now, we're basically just watching her decline. I wouldn't want to just, as a Wendy Williams, I wouldn't want people to watch me decline. I see people are stepping into the chat. Jasmine C says, hey, boo, hey. Tales and Fairy says, hey, hey. So yeah, I feel as though we're just watching Wendy decline. We are watching her just fall down. She run out on that show. And she tries to act, and I be watching her and I'm like, Wendy, she look like she's about to fall. And it just looks forced. It looks like every episode, it's forced. Her interaction that she has with Norman and the people in the audience, the virtual, it just looks forced. She's reading the cards. There's no natural element to it. Everything is scripted. She's reading it. Her emotions are not even natural. Everything looks written and it's boring to me. Like, I don't even remember the last time I watched a Wendy show. Like, I actually turned into Wendy to see what tea she had. No. It's like, if you watch Wendy Williams now, you're just watching it just to give her some, just to watch, just to show her some love, or you're just tuning in to see, is she going to fall out today? Is she going to be drunk? What fool is she going to make of herself today? You are not tuning in to Wendy Williams for tea. Period. Nobody. You are tuning into YouTube for tea. Everybody knows they run to their YouTube, whether it's Armand going live or whoever you watch, it's all recycled information. But most of the time, the information goes to TMZ, it goes to the Shade Room, Hollywood Unlocked, the Neighborhood Talk, all of these blog sites, and then it just trickles down to all of the YouTube channels. And everyone, all the celebrity bloggers, all the gossip channels, everyone is just putting their take on it. And like I said, social media is to blame for that. So at this point, I think that Wendy Williams needs to just go on ahead and retire and just let someone else have her time slot. I mean, who do we think can fill that time? So, I mean, y'all know Tasha Case has been saying for the longest that she was going to be replacing Wendy Williams, or that she is going to be getting some network deal. We all know that Tasha thinks that she is Wendy Williams or the next Wendy Williams. And that's why she's always trying to break these stories. She's always trying to put out tea, and half the time it's lies or it's fake or it's made up in order to generate buzz. But honey, with these Fed charges and these Fed probes, I don't know where Tasha is not going anywhere but to jail in handcuffs, honey. So, who do you guys think? Drop in the comments if you're watching the replay. If you are in the chat, Drop in the chat and let me know. Who do you think can replace Wendy Williams? Lonnie Love, Lunel. I'm here for Lunel. I think Lunel would do good. I'm here for that. I'm here for T.S. Madison. You know, it's got to be going in the direction of someone that can speak to the younger population and the younger generation. You're going to have to get that person that can tap into both arenas. So it's got to be someone that, you know, can be entertaining, nice to look at, and that can hold the attention of the audience. Because they not going to be breaking no tea like Wendy used to do. They not going to be paving the streets looking for gossip, because those days are over. They're going to be getting the tea from TMZ, Shade Room, or wherever else, and they're just going to be giving their take on it while looking pretty by sitting pretty and getting millions of dollars from whatever network picks them up. Yes, that's how it's going to be. And so, Wendy, girl, you need to go on and spend the millions of dollars. Go and get a relationship with your son. You and your son need to just, you know, patch up your relationship, because I think their relationship is one of those estranged, weird relationships where he probably just uses mom for money, don't care nothing about her. But Wendy needs to work on her relationships. She needs to work on her relationships with her child. And if she's got some estranged family, she needs to start, you know, going around her family and being around people that really care about her, and just fade away from the public eye. In my opinion, that's what I would do. Yeah, Tales of Fairies, right? Yet 901 Don Diva says Nene Leakes. I could see Nene doing that, and I think she would do great. T.S. Madison, I think that would be great. But Nene Leakes, I think that would be good. What about Phaedra? Do we think Phaedra could do it? Do we think Phaedra? What do y'all think about Phaedra? Do y'all think Phaedra could do that? I don't know. Now, okay, Miss Nicki Minaj. So, Nicki Minaj recently, she pulled out of the VMAs a day before she was scheduled to perform. She tweeted, "I just pulled out. I'll explain why another day. But I love those guys at MTV. Thank you, Bruce. I love you so much. Next year, we there, baby." So fans, of course, and people, you know, fans and haters alike, are speculating that Nicki Minaj is standing by her man. That, you know, we all know that Kenneth's recent legal issues with, you know, his not registering as an SO. When they moved to California, he did not register. And his recent lawsuit with the victim that he assaulted back in the 90s, she is also suing the Pettys. Kenneth is also suing the state of New York, saying that he did not get a fair trial back then. He did not get a fair trial because he was not properly represented. He simply signed the conviction because he was young. He didn't have legal representation. So now he wants to sue. He's suing because he wants all of this to be expunged off his record. He doesn't want to have to register as a SO. He wants all of this to be thrown out because he is Nicki Minaj's manager, and he wants to be able to travel with his wife. He wants to be able to travel with her. He needs to be able to make deals and business deals and record deals. And he needs to be able to go meet with labels and record executives and get her on projects. And he needs to be able to do all of that because he is now her manager. Well, in my eyes, this is just another example of a pretty woman that has it all. Money, a career, success, fame, fortune, the world at her fingertips, the world at her disposal, at her disposal, the world at her feet. And when you get with a low life of a man, he brings you down to his level. Why does Kenneth need to be your manager? Why does Kenneth Petty need to be Nicki Minaj's manager? Why does he need to be able to travel with his wife? You have, let me tell you this. First of all, sir, you have been, I'm sorry, you guys know I have allergies. You have been a criminal for a very long time. You've been in and out of jail your whole life. You have had charges up the yin yang. You've been, you have 30 some odd and maybe more than that mugshots. You've been in and out, in and out. Why is it now so important that your record be expunged or, these charges be not on your rap sheet? Because you need to be able to be a manager. First of all, I wouldn't have gave him that job. I would not have given him a job as a manager. You already have a job as being her husband. You already have the job as being a tag-along. You did not need the title as a manager. He didn't need to be a manager. I feel as though Nicki is in her prime. She's got the baby. She's got the family that she wanted. Now, sis, it's time for you to get back out. It's time for you to get back out here. It's time for you to get back to the barbs. It's time for you to make music. It's time. You should have been performing at the VMAs. Your fans want to see you. The barbs wanted to see you. You know you wanted to perform. I feel like this is just another example of a woman letting her career go, letting her life go because of what her low life of a man has going on in his life. That's his life. He chose to do the things that he did. He chose to have the situations that he had. If he wanted to expunge his record, if he wanted to clean up his act, he could have done that before he got with you. Why is he waiting until he got with you and now it's important? It's important that he needs to have his record expunged because he's going to be your manager. Yes, I understand that that's Irvin Azoff is Nicki's manager. But Kenneth Petty, his argument, if you go read the court docs, his argument is that he is going to be Nicki's manager. That is in the court docs. I've read them, so you go read them as well. He is going to be Nicki's manager, and he needs to be able to travel with his wife. He needs to be able to make deals. He needs to be able to travel because he is going to be her manager. That is what is in the court documents. That is his statement. I'm not saying he is her manager right now. I'm saying that that is his argument. That is what I said. His argument is that he needs to travel with his wife because he is managing. He's going to be managing her. That's his argument. He's going to be managing her. He works for his wife, so he needs to be able to travel with his wife. That's what's in the court documents. Right. Exactly, Tails and Fairies. He's saying that so he can move around. But you know how women do. When they get with these men that don't have a job and they got a career, they try to give them a little job. You try to put him on the payroll. You try to put him in with the company so that he can get, some type of financial money coming through off of your company. We see this all the time. We see this all the time. We know exactly what he's trying to do. He's saying, oh, I'm traveling with my wife. I'm an employee of her company. I'm going to be managing her, so I need to be able to travel. He's saying that so he can move around, and he said he doesn't need to have restrictions on where he can go. He needs to be able to travel. Okay? So I'm not saying that he's her manager right now. That's his argument, that he's going to be being her manager. He needs to be able to travel with his wife because he works for his wife. He's going to be managing her career, and he needs to be able to manage deals. That's his argument. My thing is, Nicki, why would you put this man on your payroll? Why would you just not let him be? You already married him. He doesn't have anything going for himself. You dressed him up. You put jewels on him. You know, you got him looking good. You got him looking like a little trophy husband. He gave you a son. He gave you a child. That's all he needs to be. But you need to go on and separate yourself from him. Do not let your identity get wrapped up in him. He got his legal woes. He's got his legal issues going on. That don't mean you can't still be his wife. Whether I like it or not, whether I believe it's a good fit or not, that's her business. She's a grown woman. It's not for me to sit here and say what's good for her or what's not good for her. It's obvious. We all could tell that he's a bum. We all could tell that he means her, you know. I mean, I'm pretty sure he loves her. I'm pretty sure she loves him. But we all could tell he's a bum. We all could tell that he has nothing to give her. He has nothing going for himself. All he is able to give, you know, was a baby. She wanted a baby. She wanted a thug because she likes thugs. She wanted a real thug. Meek wasn't, you know Meek. He might have represented a thug because he was from Philly and he was riding the motorbikes and all that, and he appeared to be a thug. Nicki wanted a real thug. So she went back and reached into her past, and she went and got her a real thug. She didn't care whether he had anything to give or anything. Because when women are rich like that, and I mean, even women that are everyday women that are in a good career, they do this all the time. They go and get these men that are beneath them, and they don't have quite as much as they have. And then what do the men do? They latch onto them and they ride their tailcoats. As long as I pipe her down good, as long as I sit up under her, make her feel good, make her feel like a queen, make her feel like, you know, she's my queen, I worship and adore her, she gonna take care of me. Long as I lay up with her and I give her that good D, she gonna make sure I'm fed, she gonna make sure I got money in my pocket. But that just goes to show you that even a woman such as Nicki Minaj can have it all. Can have all the money, all the jewels, all the cars. Can have everything in the world. The world at their feet. Millions of fans. Millions of people worshiping and adoring her. But what does it mean? Nothing. It means nothing if you're not happy. If you don't have the things that you want in your life, that you value. We on the outside looking in can say, oh, he's not shit. You know, why would she do this? But in her eyes, this is what she wanted. That's what she wanted. I got money. I got jewels. I got cars. Come on, Zoe. Come on. I got you. Come on, Zoe, whatever the hell his name is. I got you. But sooner or later, that's going to, that wears off. That I got you wear off, and now you sitting in the house looking at him like you got all these legal troubles. I had to cancel the VMAs. I couldn't perform for my fans because you got all this shit going on. That's gonna that honeymoon phase and that, oh, I got a thug and oh, he dicked me down good. That's gonna wear off. That's gonna wear off. That's going to wear off. But this just goes to show you the prettiest girl can have it all. She can have all the money. She can have all the cars, the jewels. If she doesn't have self-esteem and if she doesn't know her value and she doesn't know her self-worth, she's going to end up with a Kenneth Petty. She's going to end up with, on her forehead, it's going to say, I'm a sucker. It's going to say, I don't believe in me. It's going to say, I don't think I'm it. I don't value my self-worth. We can look at her all day long and tell her she's pretty and tell her she's the queen and worship her. But if she don't believe it herself, it doesn't mean anything. You'll see a girl like her in this situation every time. And it's sad. It's really sad. It's really sad. But Nicki is getting older. She wanted a family. She's seen everybody else with a family. She's seen Cardi B rising up with a family. She's married. She's got, had a baby. Now she's got baby number 2. And always on live, happy and content. And Nicki wanted that. She wanted that. But I'm just trying to understand why all of a sudden is it so important for him to want a clean, squeaky clean record. You've been a savage. You've been a criminal. You've been a criminal and a savage your whole life. Oh, now that you're with Nicki, it's important that your record be expunged. No, you just using her because she got that money. She got that bread. She got the power to get you good lawyers. She's got the power and the money to back her to get your legal troubles settled. Just another tactic. Just another tactic of a user. He's just a user. He's doing what users do. But like I said, I'm not here to judge her. I'm not here to judge his legal issues, because I stay away from that. I stay away from that. I don't even talk about that story. All I see, though, with this situation, I see that it's not going to last long. I see Nicki getting tired of this. I see her getting tired of him in the next year or so. And I see this marriage breaking up. I don't think this is going to go on for a long-lasting marriage. I give them another year and a half, and I believe they will be broken up because Nicki is going to get tired of carrying this man. I mean, it's cute at first. It's cute at first. But when it starts to become, I'm doing everything and I'm the meal ticket. Everything is coming through me. Oh, that gets tiresome after a while. I don't care how much money you got. Gets tiresome after a while. You're going to keep seeing all the comments. You're going to keep seeing people talking about how he's using you, talking about how he's a bum. After a while, it's going to start getting old. So, Nicki Minaj, she's got to come to those senses herself. She's got to come to those senses herself. All right, now, next up and final on the docket, we have Chloe Bailey doing what she was doing, giving what she was given. This Have Mercy video. So Chloe Bailey came out with her, I guess it was a TikTok song or a TikTok viral challenge at first, Have Mercy. And leading up to this, we were seeing Chloe, on the internet looking sexy, and a lot of people were body shaming her, I think they were just seeing her as a little girl. And because she was coming out as this sexy sex kitten, it was too much too fast. It was like, whoa, you just split up from your sister. Your sister is off with Disney doing Little Mermaid, but you up in our face throwing your sexy body and throwing all this sexiness in our face. And a lot of people weren't feeling it. Well, now it looks like the tables have turned. Okay, everybody is praising her. They're saying that she was serving. She gave what it needed to give. She was just serving body. She's twerking. She's got other women in the video. It's very sexy and sensuous. And so a lot of people were like, she understood the assignment. Not only did she understand it, but she delivered. She ate, she left no crumbs, all of the things that people say these days. All of the viral hashtags. Oh, she ate and left no crumbs. Oh, she understood the assignment. Oh, sis delivered. All the things that y'all say. She did. She did. She even brought out Miss Tina Knowles, honey. She even brought Miss Tina Knowles out, who I guess was acting as a spy in the video. And they did what they had to do. Okay? Chloe said she is grown and you are not going to keep her put in this box. You're not going to keep her in this box of a little girl. Okay? She says she's grown and y'all not going to tell her nothing different. She says she grown. She says she grown. And you're not going to tell me that I can't serve body. I'm going to serve body. You ain't going to tell me nothing different. A lot of people were also depicting this whole Medusa, that it was a Medusa themed video, I guess, because this outfit here, it was like the snakes in the hair of the Medusa. This is what Medusa looks like. Okay, this is Medusa with the snakes in her hair. So people were saying that this was a Medusa styled video, and Chloe was doing she did a flip mode on the Medusa theme. Everybody just Medusa, Medusa, Medusa. Well, I don't even know if you guys know who Medusa is. Now, Medusa is in the Greek mythology, okay? Medusa was one of 3 sisters. Her 2 sisters were immortal, but she was mortal, okay? She was beautiful. She was very beautiful, all right? And one day she was in Athena's temple, and Poseidon, who is a god, he raped her, okay? He raped her. She was beautiful, and Poseidon comes in Athena's temple, and he rapes Medusa. Now, because she was raped in Athena's temple, Athena got upset with Medusa and punished her for being raped by Poseidon and banished her to an island somewhere, turned her hair into snakes, turned her into some gargoyle creature, and every time someone looked at her, they would turn to stone, or they couldn't look upon her, they would turn to stone, and what have you. And then I guess Perseus, when he was, trying to save the Greek world he was in, he went to Medusa's island, chopped her head off, took the head, and put it in front of some animal. But when he slit Medusa's throat, she had kids that actually came out her throat. See, so it's like a lot of little with Medusa. However, this whole take that Medusa was beautiful, and she was raped by Poseidon, but then punished for being raped. I don't understand how you could say that she's taking the flip on Medusa. In my mind, I would say, okay, she's got, when the video starts and she's on top of, because see, this is what people do. They just talk and they don't know what they're talking about. A lot of times people just say things and they just go along with, what the world is saying, and they don't know. All right. So if in the beginning, she's standing on top of, the dormitory, or because it's a fraternity, a college or whatever, and she's telling people to come in and whatnot. So in my mind, if you are on a college campus and she's talking about her sexuality and she's got all this butt in her jeans, you can't get in between, I keep flossing like I do. The beat is good. The video, the beat is good, and I see what she's doing in the video. It's trying to be sexy and everything. But I didn't get Medusa. I don't see where they saw Medusa. It just wasn't doing Medusa for me. And then for you to say that this was supposed to be a college fraternity and she was doing a flip mode on Medusa. Well, Medusa was raped, and Medusa was punished for being raped. I mean, that goes on campuses all across America. women are raped on these college campuses. So what was it really given? What message were they really trying to send? Was she trying to say that, oh, you can be, sexy and we're taking control of our bodies and, we could be sexy and bare half naked and we could flaunt this in front of boys, but we're not going to be raped. I don't understand how you're making a Medusa, put Medusa with this video. I just don't. I don't. Because if you know the real story of Medusa, that has nothing to do with it. Now, if you want to say the jackets got snakes on it, I don't know. I looked through this video and I really tried to find where was the Medusa correlation. I just didn't see it. Especially knowing the real story and the real history on Medusa. Now, if we want to get into, was it a sexy video? Yes, it was very sexy. Did she do well? Yes, she performed very well. Was she giving Beyonce? Yes, she was giving Beyonce. And to me, she's going to give Beyonce. She's been mentored by Beyonce her whole career. Beyonce has retired and made room for her. It's very ironic that Beyonce took the back seat and now Chloe is out doing her thing. But what I always find intriguing is that these performers and these girls that do this sexy gyrating, when you interview them and you see them on these interviews, they're so humble and, oh yes, oh yes, this isn't me. I'm really a nerd. And, but when I perform, I get to channel this, my sexy side. That's not really who I am. And it's like, girl, I couldn't do that. It's like, I'm really, a tomboy. I would say sometimes, I'm girly when I want to be, but I've been mostly a tomboy in my life. Like I was very, I played in the dirt. I climbed trees and all that when I was young, but I didn't then have a flip mode where I was sexy and I could gyrate and I could twerk and all that. No, I don't get that correlation. To me, it's like, if you're able to be meek and mild and humble, and then when that camera come on, you able to turn into a whole nother person, that's giving me like channeling vibes. That's giving me like some type of Illuminati vibes, like worship, satanic vibes. Because how are you able to take on some type of persona that's not you and be fully, involved in this sexy character, and then when the camera's off, that's not really me. I'm just shy and meek. And it's like, girl, that's not everyday people. When our kids watch this and our young people watch this, they really think that's you. And they really think that what you're giving and what you're serving, they believe that that's you. They're like, okay, honey, that girl, that's her. She's sexy. I want to be like that. I'm trying to do that. They don't know how to separate it. They don't know how to separate that. They don't know how to look at a video and look at a character and think, oh, that's just for the video. She's just channeling a sexy Medusa. No, these kids look at these videos and they believe that that's Chloe Bailey. She's sexy. She's serving. Honey, she ate. She understood the assignment. Sis didn't play. She did this, that, and that. And our kids look at this and they worship that. And they believe that that's all they can attain to be, a gyrating sex symbol. They don't look at that and look like, oh, we separated. We can be this sex symbol and then we can go be a nerd. Like, no, that's not everyday life. That's not realistic. You show an image, you show a sexy image, you show an image of lust. Like, this is lust. This is absolutely lust. You are showing images like this And then you want to tell me, I'm not really like that. Girl, bye. That's you. That's part of you. Yes. I'm not really like that. I don't know what comes over me. Honey, whatever you chanted and channeled before they turned that camera on, that's what came over you. And it was not a mistake that Tina Knowles was in this video. She made Beyonce. She is the force and the mother behind Beyonce. She is the force behind Chloe Bailey. Because whatever it is that they're partaking in and whatever it is that they into, she's the mama hen. She is the queen. She the queen bee. Now you guys can get upset and you can say, "Oh, Sweet Pea, that's just conspiracy." Everything that they do is strategic. They want us to see it. They're not at a point now where they hide nothing. These people don't hide nothing. They throw this shit in your face now. This is what we're doing, and we are proud of it. There's no reason for Tina's old ass to be in this video. No reason. No reason for Tina's old ass to be in this video. There are rituals taking place in these videos. Chloe Bailey is under the umbrella of Beyonce, and whatever it is that Beyonce is a part of, and whatever it is Beyonce worships, that's what Chloe Bailey worships. That is what Chloe Bailey is a part of. This is her coming out video. This was her coming out video. Period. Now, you know that anything Beyonce is a part of, it's going to be good. It's going to be perfect. Chloe Bailey is not going to be, and it wasn't going to be no rinky-dink video. This girl's under Beyonce. You think she ain't working with the same people that Beyonce works with to her visuals and production, choreographers and all of that? Chloe Bailey got the best of the best around her. And you know, when the girls were together in this group, they looked at which one was going to be able to carry the torch, because Beyonce knew that they both couldn't do it. They had to separate, because Haley was a good girl image. Haley wasn't going to be able to throw it like this. Chloe always had this side to her. She always was the one that gave a little extra hip, or gave a little, you know, she had a little extra show of cleavage, or a little extra show of butt. You know, she had a little extra sass. And Haley was always the clean cut, the girly girl image, the goody two shoe image. So that's why she went on off to do the Little Mermaid. Because they said, okay, who's going to be able to pass the torch? Because we can't have both these girls, because Haley does not represent sex symbol. Because we need sex symbol. So Haley, in order for you to still be successful, still be in the Illuminati, still be a part of things, we're going to let you go dominate Disney. We're going to let you go do Little Mermaid and make your millions. Chloe, we're going to put her and let her carry on where Beyonce left off. You're going to see more and more of her. She's going to get bigger and bigger. She's going to take over where Beyonce left off. Watch. Period. And I did see, I do see that comment where Tabby314 says, Chloe also said her inspiration was Khalees, but most people saw Beyonce influence. She did say that her influence was Khalees. I mean, Khalees is a beautiful girl. She does give sass and she does give sex, but that was Beyonce. She is mentored by Beyonce. She has been mentored by Beyonce her whole career. You're going to see Beyonce. She's been around Beyonce. You're going to see Beyonce. I didn't see Khalees. I saw Beyonce. From the visuals, the dancing, all of that. I saw Beyonce. Now, do I like the song? I think the song is cute. I like the beat. But by me being from an older generation, I can see a little bit more into what the plan is and what this industry wants to push down our kids' throats. And they want our kids to think that all they're good for is sex. All they're good for is gyrating. All they're good for is drug dealing, dope dealing, men, boys, or whatever, and you're just being somebody's whore. They don't want our kids to look and think that they can be, doctors, lawyers, teachers, professionals. They want our kids to look up to these girls and think that all they have to look forward to in life is being an Instagram model or a celebrity or, someone that is in front of the public eye on social media and behind a microphone. The same way they've had always pushed our boys and kids to be basketball players and stuff. So that's what the plan is nowadays. They want our children to think that all they have to look forward to is being a rap artist or a celebrity, that is going to be on social media. You're going to make your money on Instagram. You're going to post all day, and that's how you're going to get rich. And you're going to have a little Chinese company that you order products from overseas or hair. That's what they want our kids to strive to be. So it's up to us to be like, yeah, you can watch these videos, you can listen to this music, but that's entertainment. It's not real. That's not real life. It's up to us as parents to come behind them and be like, yeah, that's cute. Yeah, Chloe Bailey, she was cute and all. The song was given. Yep, it was cute. Yep, she ate. Yeah, all that. But open that book up and read. Oh yeah, but where's that book report? It's up to us as parents to come behind and make sure that our children are competing in this world with their peers, with their white peers and, Asian peers. It's up to us. It's up to us as parents. Because if not, social media is going to ruin our kids, and all they're going to think is, oh, it's all about being cute, getting surgery, getting veneers, walking around with Birkin bags. Like, that's all they're going to strive to be, is a cute Instagram model. Okay? So, honey, Chloe Bailey, she's an artist, and that's what artists do. And I'm pretty sure that her parents look at this and they're probably like, this is her job. But they don't see this Chloe at home. They see the Chloe that, sits in front of these interviews and acts shy and sweet and meek. But they have that money to be able to turn it off and on. And they are rich and famous where they can go into certain areas and societies and, certain doors are open for them because they have money. Our kids look at this and think that this is real life. They don't turn it off. They don't know how to turn it off and say, oh, I'm doing this for now, but when I turn this personality off, I'm a lawyer, I'm a doctor, I'm in college. They look at this and think, this is who I'm striving to be. So that's all that I have about these celebrities, that they don't show the kids that this gets turned off, that this is just for show. This is just for a video. This is just for a song. These kids now, they look at this shit on social media, on TikTok. It's constantly being fed down their throats, and they don't know that they got to turn it off. And then they got to go be somebody in life. That this is just extracurricular. This is just for fun. No, they want to put these images in front of our children so that this is what they would aspire to be. This is what they aspire to be. So it's up to us as parents to come and say, no ma'am. Because, honey, Chloe just went from being a wholesome girl, being a wholesome role model, showing images of wholesome quality, to just now all right out twerking with a girl legs gapped open on her back. Like, I didn't even know she could get down like that. I didn't even know she had it in her. To just go from a wholesome image to this, because, oh, this is her breakout. She gotta compete. This is what it's giving these days. It's like, why? Why does it have to be giving this? Why does it have to be? Everybody's got to be half naked. Everybody's got to be asses out. Twerking behind got to be out. You can just imagine she's split wide open, upside down. And then you got Tina Knowles. You got Tina Knowles, the madam. You got her as the madam. Come on. Come on. Y'all need to start looking more into this stuff. Y'all need to wake up and stop just wanting to be entertained. Oh, sweet pea, it's too much. You going too far. It's just entertainment. Y'all got to stop wanting to be entertained so much and start looking at the big picture. Start looking behind some of this stuff. What Tina old ass need to be in this video for? It's all sending a message. It's all sending a message. So, you guys know, I'm all for a good time. I'm all for, having a good time. But things, when it's true, it's true. And when you see something that's right in your eyes, you can't just overlook it. You gotta admit what you see. You gotta be like, oh shit, that's looking kind of witchy. That's looking kind of witchy-ish. Tina's giving, I'm the madam, I'm the overseer. So you guys drop in the comments if you're part of the replay gang. Let me know what you think about it. I mean, do you think that Chloe Bailey looked like she was taking that she was getting inspired from Khalees, or was she inspired from Beyonce? Do you think that they're all a part of some, secret cult? Do you think that they're part of some secret society? Do you really believe in the Illuminati? Do you think that, as entertainers, they get inducted into this group? I do. I believe if you want to go to a certain level as an entertainer, you got to sell your soul. It's obvious. I mean, there's only certain people that get to a certain level. And in order to be in that level, you have to sell your soul. I have had multiple celebrities come on my platform and tell me that they have to sell their soul in order to go a certain level. Moniece said that to me in our interview. She only went but so far because she wasn't willing to sell her soul. And when they say that, what do you think they mean? They mean what they're saying. Sell their soul. So, you guys drop in the comments and let me know what you think. I'm getting ready to get up out of here. It's 3:48 in the morning. I was determined to do this video. It's not my best, but I gave what it was going to give. I wanted to do the live. I wanted to talk to you guys tonight. I am downloading the raw version of Moniece's interview. I will be loading that up for the members only. That is downloading. I told you, she told me some tea in that first interview that she did not tell me in the second interview. So I'm loading that for the members, and it will be available for the members to watch. Okay? So this has been another edition of the Sweet Pea Diaries. You guys, that's all I got. I'm getting up out of here. I love you. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boy. Check the